Marmoush, whether it's been through poor performances like Foden or injuries like Kevin De Bruyne and Rodri. City players have not overrest. He had all of these amazing young players that are doing very well this season, but he had to let them go, and I partially understand. I don't understand letting go of all. Omar Marmoush, without wasting any more time, guys, let's get straight into it. And it genuinely feels like yesterday when I made my first Marmoush reaction. You know, and to be fair, before this season, I had no idea who Marmoush was. And to be honest, I believe that before this season, most of you didn't know who Marmoush was. But this year, we were introduced to Marmoush, and it's something that I've been saying for a long time. It's like every single season in Europe, it's like there's a new player that comes through. We've had Kvaratskhelia in 2022, 2023. We've had Florian Wirtz last year. And this year it seems to be the year of Omar Marmoush, and he's been absolutely fantastic. In the first reaction I made of Marmoush, I was talking about stuff that we're seeing in this clip right now. His set piece ability, the way he's able to dribble through the middle, play through the left, the way he's able to contribute with goals and assists. He's a fantastic player, and now my worst nightmare has come true. Marmoush has gone to City. My worst nightmare has come true. He has gone to City. When I first watched Marmoush, his highlights, I said straight away, the big clubs in Europe are going to be after him. And with City, with how bad they've been so far this season, let's just get through this ad. Oh, come on. Yeah, as I was saying, with City, with how bad they've been this season, it's really no surprise that they would go out there and get Marmoush, whether it's been through poor performances like Foden or injuries like Kevin De Bruyne and Rodri. City players have not done. They've not been up to par. They've not been up to the standard that a lot of these players set for themselves, especially Phil Foden. So bringing in some new blood to this team extremely important. And now that Pep has signed an extension, I'm not happy about Pep's extension. At all. As a rival to Man City, I'm not happy about Pep's extension at all. Signing this guy, although City are most likely not to win the league this year, I dare say it's pretty much Liverpool's to lose, and if Liverpool don't win it, then Arsenal and Forest are right up there. But for next season especially, you see Foden coming back into shape, De Bruyne, Haaland, and Marmoush. Oh my days. And really and truly, if you, in a way, Pep Guardiola kind of put himself in this situation. If you think about it, letting go of Rodgers, letting go of Cole Palmer, Julian Alvarez, he had all of these amazing young players that are doing very well this season, but he had to let them go, and that partially understand. I don't understand letting go of all of them, but I partially understand because he had De Bruyne, who's been in the Ballon d'Or top 3 twice. He's had Phil Foden, Premier League Player of the Season. You've had Haaland, who should have won the Ballon d'Or in 2023. He was robbed by Messi. We all know what happened that year. So Pep Guardiola has players on his team that are some of the best players in the world. You've had Rodri in that team as well. So he had to let go of some of them. But in letting go of some of them, what happens is when those players have a dip in form or they get injured, you see what we've seen from City so far this season, and that's why a player like Marmoush is so important for this team. Now, it also doesn't help that players like Savinho and etc. have come in and not been as impressive, let's say, off the gate. And that's why a player like Marmoush, who in Europe this season in the Bundesliga is been putting up ridiculous numbers. The only person that can really compare to Marmoush this season is Salah. And Egypt, just side note, Egypt are in a very good place for the next AFCON, because if Salah can stay in this form in his prime, and Marmoush, who I believe would 100% stay in this form in this prime because he's extremely young. If Egypt go to the next AFCON with this partnership, there's no stopping them. There's no one else in Africa with this much firing power. There's no one else in Africa with the firing power of Marmoush and Salah. And I feel like he scored like 4 or 5 free kicks this season alone. I may be wrong, like correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but from the clips I have seen, it's like this guy has scored 4 or 5 free kicks. It's insane what Marmoush is doing this year. It's absolutely insane. And again, City, this is what I mean about ambition and having the right system. Even when City fell, they go out of the way to make sure they get the right player in. You look at a team like Arsenal, a team like United, especially Arsenal, who've been so close to winning the league. They needed a striker in the summer, failed to do that, and now in January they've still not signed a striker. You look at a team like United, who've been awful forever, and really and truly with United you can talk about all the transfer mistakes. A team like Tottenham, it's like, but then you have a team like City, who, when City underperform or when they don't have the best results, what do? They go out there and they sign the best prospect in Europe this year. And this is what ambitious teams do. This is what teams that are serious about winning do. They go out of their way to make sure they have the talent. Teams that are serious about winning go out of the way to make sure they have the right talent in. And I'm just going to pause the video because now I want to look at something else. Actually, let me open up the other tab. I want to look at something else. Let's look at Marmoush's numbers, because we've watched the clips. It's like the third or fourth time that I react to Marmoush's clips. I've seen it all. He's an amazing player. But what you really need to understand about this player, what you really need to get through your head about Omar Marmoush is his output this year, because his output this year has been absolutely insane. And we're gonna look at it right now. Come on, if this will load. Perfect. And this is what I mean, man. Marmoush has played 17 games and he has 25 goal contributions. And I've been saying this, I've been reiterating this point. We're only in January. We're at more or less the halfway point of the season, and this guy has 25 goal contributions already. Signing Marmoush was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer, and he's going to come in. It's going to be fantastic. Europa League, 4 goals, 2 assists. In total, Marmoush has already scored 20 goals. He's already in double digits for assists in only 26 games played. And now we're going to see what he does in the City system, because I don't think his numbers will go down. And how old is he again? He's 25, so Marmoush is coming into his prime. These performances make sense. He's coming into his prime. Oh my days, this guy's gonna come in and light up the Premier League. I genuinely believe that. Omar Marmoush is going to come in and light up the Premier League. Mark my words. 25 goal contributions in the league alone, 30 goal contributions in all competitions in 26 games played. These are serious numbers. Serious numbers. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching the video to the end. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all these things to please help me grow this channel. And as per usual, I'll see you soon.